Well, greetings, my beloved clients and friends. I just wanted to give you an update on Hurricane Hilary. I'm here in San Diego, and we're right smack in the path of the hurricane that came through a couple days ago. And one of the trails that I go on and that I do for videos is really a riverbed. And I was kind of intrigued, like, what would it look like post Hillary? And so I came out. So it's 2 days later, and I'm walking down through this riverbed and assessing the damage from Hurricane Hilary, because this thing was so hyped up in the media. They said it was going to be the worst storm in 84 years. So I grew up in San Diego. I'm only 55, so I said it's the worst storm of my life. I'm expecting to see something I've never seen before, right? And I'm thinking, well, I'm from Southern California. I'm used to earthquakes, but I don't know what a hurricane looks like. And so I was excited, fearful a little bit too, because I've seen what the damage hurricanes can do on the news and on TV. But I was excited to experience it. And, you know, I bought water and flashlights and prepared for this epic, once-in-a-lifetime storm that was going to see unprecedented levels of water, a year's worth of water in one day, in some places in 1 hour, and be prepared for the devastation. Businesses were closed, and events were canceled. And so Sunday morning it started raining, and Sunday it rained, and I was like, where are these gale force winds? I see the rain. I've seen rain before, but what about these gale force winds, right? I didn't really see any gale force winds. Towards the night I could hear a little bit of wind, and there's a river right by my house, and it was rising a little bit, and I started getting scared because it rose like about 2 feet an hour. And then I went out, and like an hour later, and had come back down. So I think what had happened was something was blocking it downstream, and that got pushed through or whatever, and it went back down. It was a little bit higher than normal, but nothing to freak out about it. And so the next day, right, it says this storm is gonna expect to hit like Sunday at 5 p.m. and continue through Monday, and schools were canceled on Monday. And the next day, Monday morning, was another beautiful day in San Diego. And I was like, what happened to Hurricane Hilary that they're hyping up so much, right? And I got to thinking, and you might be thinking, why is my financial advisor talking about the weather? I'll tell you why. Because the media hyped this thing up to get people scared, and to go out and buy stuff, and to be checking the news on a regular basis, which I was. I was one of the suckers that did check the news on a regular basis, because I did live kind of close to a river, and I had never experienced this before, right? It was just a rainy day. And the next day it was over. And my point is this: that's the media's MO. The same thing that the weather people do, the investment people do. So when you're watching the news, if it's a subject you don't know, you tend to believe every word they say, and get as fearful and excited as and roused up as they are. Right? And I think that happens to a lot of people when they watch investment related news, right? Because it's something that, you know, they don't necessarily expert on, and they can only believe what they hear, I guess. And the media, they just ruffle your feathers and get you going, when they're able to do that, you watch more, which is true, right? I'm nervous, I'm checking my account, I'm watching, I'm reading news, I'm doing that. That's how they get paid, to keep you on the edge of your seat and excited and fearful and in this panic and turmoil. I want you to think about that, because it just happened. If you lived in the path of Hurricane Hilary, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then hey, that was kind of a nothing burger. So I want you to consider that when they do the same thing to you on the financial news or in the financial section of the news. And ask yourself, are they just doing that same thing to me that they tried to do with Hurricane Hilary? Is it really just a nothing burger? Should I just focus on the quality of the companies that Jonathan buys and not worry about these day-to-day fire drills that the media tries to put me through? Maybe I shouldn't just buy into their narrative. So something to think about. Hope you have a great day. And we're about to cross a treacherous river post Hillary. I want you to take a look at this. In the winter, it was way worse than that. And after the once in 84 years storm, that's what it looks like. You can't even hear the water running. I don't know if you remember, but sometimes when I'd video and I'm walking through it, you could hear the water trickling. You can't even hear a thing right now. So hope you guys have a great day, and I hope this calms your nerves and figure out what you're gonna do with all that toilet paper and water that you bought and all those flashlights. Have a wonderful day.